Today I am going to talk about evolution of C++. As we know, C++ is an extension of C language. So, for the invention of C++, C language must be included with some different languages. That is similar. That was similar 67 and Algol 68. Sorry. Actually, C, as we know, C is the most powerful or a structured programming language which is able to uh, code any kind of information or program for the drive or for operating system as well. But the main problem of C was data hiding. It does not provide the security of data, or it does not provide the facility of data hiding as well. In that case, uh, user can easily make any changes on the data after the execution of program, and no any error was found if we make any changes in the data. And this is the big problem of C. This problem is overcome by C++, and that is the reason why we called C++ as an extension of C. But uh, to overcome of this problem, C is not an individual language which actually provide the benefit for C++. Apart from C, it must include the feature of Simula 67 and Algol 68. Simula 67 was the programming language which actually defined the behavior of classes. Uh, that is the reason Simula 67 is uh, defined as a milestone for the development of C++. Whereas Algol 68, the feature of Algol 68 related to the function is also useful for the C++ enhancement. Simula 67C uh, indulge with together to create a new program or to create a new language which is defined which was defined as a C with classes, but later it was renamed from C with classes to C++. C++, as we know, C++ is an object-oriented language, and the concept of object-oriented language obviously included into it by Simula 67 only. C++ is an extension of C, as we know, and this extension must be added or must be enhanced the feature of C++ just because of the concept of object oriented. C++ was developed by Ernest Roystrop. Ernest Roystrop was also the developer of Simula 67, and he was the person who wanted to develop a program which has which with the feature of C as well as Simula both. Uh, Here we can see Stroystrop was the master of Simula 67, and this is the main reason why he wanted to design a program including the Simula 67 feature, because according to him Simula 67, due to the class feature, Simula 67 was very powerful. After that, he also took some concept from the Algol 68 for the enhancement of C++. When Stroystrop developed the program, it defined as C with classes. Its name was C with classes instead of C++. The thought of C++ actually came from the increment operator of C to define the extension of C. Rick Mascitti was the person who coined the C with classes who coined the C with classes to C++ using the increment operator of C in 1983. C++ defined as a superset of C, where all the concept are included. All the concept of C was included in the C++. So this is the intro, or you can say history of your C++, including your C language. The main technique or the main technology actually used in C++ was object oriented, or you can say today when you use C++, the success of C++ is only because of object oriented concept. And this concept has different features. The main reason of this, the main popularity of this concept is its feature. Object oriented technology actually termed the actually termed with two different words, that is object and class. So before know about object oriented technology, we should know what is the object. Object is nothing but a term of entities, or you can say a consumed memory which we use for some particular work, that is defined as an object. If you define the object oriented technology, so in the real world entity, an institute is an object which is divided in some different departments such as library, classroom, lab. So here institute is defined as an object, whereas the department related to that institute is defined as sub object or supporting object of that institute. The work or the criteria of institute is completely depends on these departments. So these departments are defined as a module for these institute. Each module has their own work, but these works are directly connected with the object only. So the module which consist their work in a form of group or in a form of individual section are always represent or are always responsible to define their work to their institute only. So the entire connectivity, the entire connection between them is defined as an object oriented technology, where they can perform some task, they can perform some individual task, they can perform some assigned task of institute, they can they can send or receive the messages from each other, but these all are inside the institute only. So here the institute which is actually responsible to divide the rules and regulation and the work between them is defined the behavior of object oriented technology. Here you can see in the figure, computer lab, classroom and the library are connected to each other to perform a particular task related to your students and the faculties. You can easily describe the relationship of different sections, uh, where students are depends on computer as well as library both for complete their study, uh, and these all computer lab and library both are depends on the classroom as well as the syllabus taken inside your classroom to achieve some particular objective. So these all connectivity are completely performed inside the institute, a particular institute only, and the entire connectivity or the relationship between them is defined as an object oriented technology. So object in the real world entity, we can say when small information or a small module or a small sections are connected with the other module or section to complete your work or to complete your particular information is defined as a module, but when the connectivity completes their entire performance after relate to each other is known as object oriented technology. सो दिस इज योर ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड टेक्नोलॉजी। हम एक दूसरा एग्जांपल भी लेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड टेक्नोलॉजी का नेक्स्ट क्लास में।